hours on the 16th March 2026, na tunasema kwamba karibu sana ndani ya 7 Times Media. Kama kawaida, this is the home to be. This is where we are going to hold discussions black and white. We don't sugarcoat anything, and be ready. Today is going to be hot. Today it is going to be hot. It's going to touch on matters ambazo najua kila mtu anapenda kuzungumzia. Zile zenye uwezi sema hiyo mimi sipendangi kuongelea, isi sports ama namna gani, lakini iko na karata kidogo. Jina langu ni Atambo Janai.
Okay, nami naitwa Amos Maraga.
Amos Maraga.
Yes.
You know, nikisikia jina Maraga, it takes me direct hadi kwa the former Chief Justice who is now a presidential aspirant. Anaitwa Maraga pia yeye.
Yes, anaitwa Maraga, Chief Justice Emeritus David.
David Maraga.
Yes.
And you said you are Amos.
My name is Amos
Maraga. Nasikia wote ni watu wa Biblia. So are you also running for presidency? Are you related, you guys?
We are not related with the former CJ David Maraga, and we are not related, but we come from the same community.
All right.
That is the Kisii community.
Okay.
And I am not a presidential candidate.
Yes.
But who knows?
Who knows?
By your profession, by the way you prophesied,
yes.
I might become a candidate.
You might
in
become
future.
a candidate and even become a president.
Yes.
Yes, no man is limited, you know.
We are not limited.
Said Kipchoge.
Yes, he said
exactly.
Nobody is limited.
No man is limited. So that brings us again to our discussion today. By the way, what do you think about this bid for the former emeritus CJ seeking the presidency seat?
Okay, I mean, David Maraga is a very good gentleman. He has served in the civil service for many years. He has been a judge of the High Court. He has been the judge of the Supreme Court of the land. And he has done a very good job.
Yeah.
But then, to my personal opinion, I feel like for him, politics is way ahead of him.
All right.
Simply because of the way politics has aligned itself in Kenya. The way politics is handled in Kenya, it might taint the legacy that he has already created. So personally, I feel he is a good leader, but not fit for running for the presidency of Kenya. Not because he doesn't qualify, not because he doesn't have the all that it takes, but because of the way politics of Kenya has aligned itself.
All right.
Thank you.
I don't want us to dig deep into that. So you've said that he should know when to exit the stage.
Yes.
I want us to touch on another candidate. I want us to touch on all these presidential aspirants who have declared interest. We've seen Jubilee pushing His Excellency Fred Matiang'i. What is your take about him?
Okay. First of all, I want to say Dr. Fred Matiang'i, if you remember from 2024 June,
yes,
when the young people were pushing for change in our leadership,
yes,
when the young people felt the pinch and the way our country was being run, and they felt like it was not going to the right direction, and out of the legacy that was left by the former Interior Cabinet Secretary, that is Fred Matiang'i, they felt like he can do a good job maybe to mend this country so that it can come back to where it is supposed to be. Now, Fred Matiang'i can make a good presidency, can make a good president. If you look at Kenya today, the young people, they are trying to send a message, because we used to know in Kenya, we used to choose a leader based on maybe a tribe or a community where they come from. But now Fred Matiang'i being given a ticket by Jubilee, Jubilee, you know, the roots of Jubilee are not in Kisii, they are from somewhere else.
Exactly.
So that tells me that a good leader can become a president, and the voters of Kenya, in this case, young people included, and any other person, they can vote not by tribal lines, but based on what you're able to
leadership
do.
skills.
Yes.
Kalonzo Musyoka,
a very good leader, a person that has been in the civil service for many years, but I feel like he has been there for long, and whatever that he needed to do, he should have done by now.
All right.
So I feel like Kalonzo can be a good advisor to another candidate who needs to become a president.
Alright.
Because he has been up to the deputy president. We saw what they did. We saw their capacity.
Alright.
But now I would advise him that Kenya has moved. He can support. He can tell his supporters to support another candidate who can do what he
Better.
wants and better.
Martha Karua.
Martha Karua. I really admire her. She is a lady who feels like she stands for justice. And being in the times of Kibaki, being the justice minister, and also being firm.
Yes.
She's known by being firm. She can also make a good candidate for presidency, or if elected, she can be a good candidate. And in that case, having a first female president can bring a different experience in Kenya.
Sisi ndio Sifuna.
Sisi ndio Sifuna. I will also say that Sifuna is a brilliant young man, being mentored by our father, that is Raila Amolo Odinga, the late. But I feel like he needs more time to become the president of Kenya. I feel like he needs to go to back to Nairobi and seek for re-election for Senate seat.
Alright.
In future, who knows? He
Who
can be a
knows?
president, but not
Like
2027.
you said, you can also be president come 20
Yes.
something kule mbele when you'll be chosen to be an aspirant.
Yes.
His Excellency Dr. William Samoei Ruto.
I really want to confess that I really loved and I still love the president, Dr. William Samoei Ruto. I personally have supported him for long. The only reason I feel like I'm failed is because of some few things which I feel my expectations and any other Kenyan expectations have not been met. For quite some time now, in most private hospitals where we have been seeking medical attention, SHA has not been working, and maybe people outside there can testify. Personally, I've had patients, I've taken them, including those who are close to me. Initially, it used to work. That is one of the things we banked on William Samoei Ruto, that he could change the health sector. He said that the NHIF had a lot of cartels, and we believed that SHA, launching SHA could bring a change.
Yeah, there would be
But-
no cartels.
Yes,
Alright.
which have not seen personally up to now.
Alright.
Number two, in the education sector,
Yes.
initially we used to have Hellblown. He came in and brought in something we call, how do we call it?
Banding. Band.
Yes,
Put the students in different bands.
different bands. That funding the students.
Yeah.
A new funding model.
Yeah. that
Of
was
the
funding
students.
Model, yeah.
Now, that funding model was grouping students into bands
Yeah.
depending on the income and the assessment they used to do
All right.
of the parent and the people close to the student. But I've come to learn, because I also have sisters, brothers, relatives who are in colleges and in universities. Some of them, up to now that year, the schools where they are, they say that they have not received capitation. Capitation. So that tells me that something is wrong somewhere. Number two, in the same sector of education, you see how the CBC is struggling.
Yeah.
You see how transition from grade 9 to grade 10, the
Has been a
parents are
problem.
struggling.
Yeah, it has been
And
a
that
challenge.
capitation that is supposed to be in schools has not been dispatched to schools. So His Excellency the President, finally, the people around him, he has given them a room. They are able to do anything without accountability. You see, even the civil servants, the police and any other person, those big boys, when they do they go against the law, they cannot be judged, because they know someone in the government who is a big boy. So I feel like if those things can be worked on, if the president can manage to work on those things, and if he can make an effort of planning himself properly,
Yes.
he can make a very good president after 2027.
After
But as it
2027.
stands, I feel like if it continues this way,
All right.
he's going home.
Is going home.
Yes.
That is opinions of CJ. We call you CJ now.
Yes.
Amos Maraga in the studio.
Yes.
Mr. Amos, you've described the presidential aspirant of 2027 here. Now, according to you, who is your ideal president? Ideal president. What kind of a man, what kind of a figure, what kind of a human being would you want as a president? What are those qualities that you'd want for a president, especially for this country, to have?
Thank you for that good question. As for me and any other common Kenyan, if you ask, there are things which everybody feels the pinch when they are affected. Number one is education.
Right.
If we find someone who is able to streamline the education sector so that our sons, our daughters, our children, when they are in school, they get the best education. And the best education means they are getting skills which they can use to make Kenya better. So that is why I mentioned when we saw Fred Matiang'i came in. In fact, Fred Matiang'i got me in school when he was a minister.
When there was a
We
minister.
saw the sanity he brought.
All right.
He eliminated the mentality of a god. You need to work and you are able to perform and make it by yourself.
Exactly.
Number two, we need infrastructure, our roads to be done so that that farmer in the village is able to move the goods and services they produce from the village to the market. When the rains are, like now from where I come from, when there are rains, it is problematic. So the presidency and the county government can partner so that they are able to make the infrastructure, the roads, the schools to be in a good manner.
All right.
Number three, the security sector. You realize in the recent times in Kenya, we've been having a problem in security. So if we get a president who is able to address the security of the Kenyans, they are assured of the security. That is an ideal president. And many other things. Finally, maybe to say, if our president is a president who listens and does the manifesto he sells to Kenyans, that is a good president. In terms of corruption, a president who cannot entertain corruption in the sectors, in the economy of Kenya, Kenya will do best. That is the ideal president I would wish
That you
to
would
have.
wish to have. Just maybe quick questions from the descriptions that you've given. Number one, you've mentioned that the coalition between the county government and national government to enhance the infrastructure that we have in our country. We saw that happening in Nairobi and people were not happy with that.
Okay, you know Nairobi is a city of interests.
Yes.
And if Nairobi is doing wrong, is not doing well, then it means a city is not doing well. And the national government cannot just sit and listen. Like now in the recent past, we saw floods in Nairobi.
Yeah, exactly.
And that is not something that we could laugh at. That is something that has messed us, our reputation as a nation, because that is the capital city of Kenya.
Exactly.
Now, personally, I do not dispute the county government and the national government
coming together
in Nairobi.
That's good.
But you see, what I saw was surrendering of some of the activities carried out in Nairobi by Nairobi City County to be taken over by the national government. What I could have expected is the partnership between the national government and the county government, because the main cake is in the government, the main government, and the counties, they collect revenue, of course. But now where there is a challenge, the national government could chip in and maybe help the county government of Nairobi to be able to streamline. Like now the issue of drainage in Nairobi, it is done by the county government. But the national government is also responsible because some of the roads and drainages are made by the national government. So they could come together, partner, and see where they can help each other.
And look for a long-term solution for the problems that they are going through. But again, and I take you back, because what you're giving is a little bit more contradictory, that there was surrendering and there is a coalition. At what point could Kenyans say that now we really want the national government to come and chip in and help us grow as a county? And at what time or at what point could we be saying that now our governor has decided to surrender the government or the county government to the national government. We need to see what are some of these things that the national government can come in and help without raising any concerns of surrendering.
Now, you know, like now the issue of roads and drainage in Nairobi,
All right.
and the issue of Nairobi River. If you know very well, the roads are, there are some roads which are done by county government, and some other roads are done by the national government.
Yeah, sure.
So you can find that some of the roads that are being done by the county government have been done. They are okay.
Yes.
But now the roads which are supposed to be done by the county by the national government
Have not been done.
have not been done.
All right.
Now in such a case, you find a problem. The county government cannot be able to do the roads which are supposed to be done by the national government. So in such areas, that is where the governor of the city or the minister in charge of roads can partner with the Ministry of Roads,
All right.
overall Ministry of Roads, so that they are able, because a tarmac road goes direct to another tarmac road, and you can find that this tarmac road here that is joining the main road is done by county government, and this other main one is done by the national government. So if this one for the national government is not done, it is going to paint a wrong picture of the roads in Nairobi. So that is why I'm saying they should partner. But now when you say you surrender maybe the Minister of Roads to the national government, then you are killing devolution that was there, because the intention of all this is to have money flow to even areas where it could not
They
get
are marginalized.
Yes,
Yeah, sure.
that is what I mean by saying partnering instead of surrendering
Instead
the whole
of
thing.
surrendering the county government. My good listener and my good viewer, nakwambia hapa ni kuna chemuka kuchemuka. 7 times tumesema kwamba lazima tufanye uchambuzi na tuseme jinsi ilivyo, lakini kumbuka kwamba hapa ndipo sauti yako inasikika. This is where your voice is listened to, and people got to hear what we are saying or what you are saying, because your voice counts. By the way,
Yes.
IBC wamesema kwamba there is a low turnout ya watu ambao wana register for as voters. What could be the issue, especially the youth? Hawataki tena kuregister kura?
Yes, and that was an expectation because of a notion that has been created in the mind of Kenyans that our votes never count.
Oh.
If you see from 2007,
Oh.
there is this notion that elections can be stolen
Yeah,
or
can be
are stolen.
leaked, yeah.
They can be rigged. So that has taken out the confidence of Kenyans. It has taken out that urge of a young Kenyan to have faith and confidence in casting a vote. So others, actually, I have friends who have been saying, even if I cast a vote, even if I don't, at the end of the day, my vote might be stolen. And that is what I want to tell Kenyans, that our votes count. Let us cast our votes, because I believe if by the law that was passed some times back, that the declaration of the votes and the results at the polling station, they remain final. The rest is transmitting the results to the national tallying center. So I believe that the reason as to why there is low turnout in voter registration is because now that trust in the IEBC is no longer there.
IEBC, you have a challenge. There is a lot of money that has been channeled to IEBC, right? Yeah, a lot of it. So
Yes.
I think challenge, changamoto ni sasa ni kwa IEBC wajue how to regain back the trust of Kenyans, because we can't have, out of the target of 6 million plus, we are only having 200 and something thousand people registering as voters.
And that is alarming, you know.
And 2027 is just around the
the
corner. So it's a challenge as Kenyans, and as you've said, I think we call upon IEBC to do something about that. And what do you think about sensitizing the voters? IEBC, have they done it to the maximum, or they have slept on the job?
Personally, I think they have not done the best job in that area. Sensitizing and maybe informing Kenyans that their votes matter. In as much as there is a tainted picture that the votes can be stolen, they need to go an extra mile and proof, maybe from the by-elections that we have in our country, and maybe explaining to Kenyans the kind of systems we have in place that ensure there will be no theft of elections. Because we have had politicians coming publicly and saying, tutaongeza. And you know that one only can make Kenyans to fear and say, if we are told publicly that our votes is zitaongezeka, from where? That means there will be no genuinity from in the maybe the votes that we cast. And that is why IEBC needs to go an extra mile. By the budget they have been given, it's enough. They can go around, teach Kenyans and tell them that this is the system we have in place, and whoever that is saying that ABCD will happen, and actually they should be taking action, a legal action against anybody who will be breaking the law by insinuating that they might steal an election, because that one, it kills the trust of Kenyans.
Exactly. I hope IBC you've had that, and I think now they should take you in so that you can give more advice.
Yes, you can take me in. I can be resourceful, and
you
I can
be
ensure.
resourceful. I think
Yes.
there are a few things that really they need to do, because you see, if we don't have trust in IBC, surely is there any need of somebody waking up to go and cast a vote?
No need, absolutely.
Because trust is that is why it's called independent.
Yes.
Electoral
Yes.
boundaries commission. It is independent.
It should be independent.
It shouldn't be controlled by the national government.
Yes.
It shouldn't be controlled by the executive, the judiciary, the legislature. It is independent. So I think I call upon IBC. At least we had a new IBC chair.
Yes.
We're waiting to see how he's going to do this job. We are starting from the by-elections that are going on. I don't think I've had any complaint for the recent by-elections. So if all the by-elections are going to be free and fair, we hope that the general elections come 2027 August will also be free and fair.
That is our expectation.
Parting shot.
Okay, to Kenyans, as I always say, never give up. Be doing what you do each and every day, and make sure every day you do it better. Make yourself better and challenge yourself. Set goals, and the goals you set, ensure that you evaluate them from the mistakes and the fails you fail. So when you fail, that is the time to stand up and move forward, because you've learned a lesson. Thank you so much for listening to me, and thank you for having me in your studio.
Thank you very much, Mr. Maraga. It has been an amazing experience having you here, and you are thoughtful in insights have been really taken not for granted. It has been pleasure having you pia, mtazamaji na msikilizaji. Jua kwamba hapa ni 7 times wazee. Hapa tunasema vile ilivyo, na pia tutakuwa tunazungumzia masuala mengine na mengine. Kile tu sasa jambo ama kibarua kwako ni moja peke yake. Subscribe mazee, si ndio? Share and also leave your comments so that we know what we can talk about next time. It has been pleasure having you. My name is Atambo Janai.